terms of setup, as I said, very, very good sort of start position there, nothing we sort of stand out there at all, okay? Take away on this left-hand one now, just here when you go back, okay? Taking the golf club away now in the first part here, hip sort of slides a bit kind of laterally this, and what you'll see now as the weight goes forward, your head kind of starts moving towards that yellow line. Left arm gets a little bit higher there and quite steep, okay? Because your body's not really kind of rotating as well as it should do, okay? Compare it to this one here now on the right-hand side, okay, as you go back, okay? You'll see the club gets a little bit more kind of behind you here, okay? So club going back nicely there. This right hip now, you look at your left arm now as you're going back. A little bit more of a sort of flatter turn, so it's kind of more this way, not lifty, slidey, and picking the club. If there's more of a turn with that right. Now again, obviously you can go back too far then. When you go to do this, you can start doing this. Okay? We don't want to be turning it straight away too quickly. Equally, we don't want to not turn it at all. There's a balance between how much you're going to turn and when it's going to turn. Okay, that's a bit of a timing issue. But at top of the backswing now, if we look at this sort of right foot here, there's your back, so look at your right foot. You're turning into that right hip there. You see this right foot now is staying more grounded, yeah? If we look at this right foot now, as you go back, watch your right foot. Starts lifting a bit there. There. Bit of a lift, and that knee starts going forward. So this sort of lifting with this foot here and doing this, you're like, the weight just gets on your tiptoes too much, and you start coming back down. If your first move is that, very hard to control when your weight's going forward on your tiptoes there, okay? As you're more grounded behind the golf ball now, we've got to keep that foot back a little bit. Your right foot's in, but your left foot now is on the ground a bit more, you see? As you come back down, good impact position there now, striking through. This left foot will spin as you see there anyway, that's fine. That's just your club head speed. You've got a lot of club head speed. Sometimes your body just doesn't quite sustain that. If you try and do this and turn the foot in or try and resist that, you just hurt yourself. Don't be afraid to, I mean, look at Bryson, for example. Christ, do you see there's a video on social media he posted about him, it was called Digging Trenches. And basically on the range where he stood, his right foot, there's a toe mark where his foot was doing this, where he's going and doing that, and basically digging, basically that mark there, he was going, and some speed he's making. If your lower half has got to spin out of the way, a lot of guys have said now in terms of sort of longevity and health, allow this foot kind of to do that. Trying to swing it, just resisted left side, why Tiger got a lot of injuries, like the back and hips. What's that?
It's all going straight through your knee otherwise.
Exactly, yeah. And that's why he's just going to bloody hurt it. So the less stress and pressure on your lower half, the better. But definitely got to feel that right hip, okay? As you go back, it needs to turn back behind you so you kind of feel yourself turning into that right heel. If you're sliding on your tiptoes and start rising up, then your arms get very steep. Now you start coming down. When you're on your tiptoes too early, you can't rotate. So basically you turn behind the golf ball, but you can't get back this way. So if we can sort of stay a bit more on top of it as we turn back here on that trail foot, now you can push off this foot a bit easier rather than being there and up here trying to not fall over. So that kind of makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.